Meghti to kindly welcome Shri Jitubhai Waghani, Honorable Minister, sir. Sir, it will be given from that side. Thank you so much. I now request Shri Sushil Pal, Joint Secretary, E-Governance, Meghti, to kindly welcome Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, Secretary, Meghti. I now request Shri Sushil Palji to kindly welcome Dr. Rajendra Kumar, Additional Secretary, Meghti. Thank you. I now request Shri Shubhendra Bahadur, Director, Meghti, to welcome Shri Vijay Nehra, Secretary, IT, Gujarat. Thank you. I now request Dr. Rajendra Kumar to kindly deliver the welcome address, please.
Honorable Minister, Shri Jitubhai S. Waghani ji, Secretary Meghti, Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma ji, my colleague from the state on the dais, Secretary IT, Shri Vijay Nehra, all colleagues from Meghti, from other departments, officials from the state, all the participants in the audience. It's my pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and all the participants to this very important event today, where three very significant initiatives by the state in the domain of IT and e-governance are going to be launched. As you all may be aware, Digital India is the flagship program of Government of India, which has a whole of government approach, which means all the departments at the central level, all the states, other stakeholders from the industry, from academia, from research, they are all part of this overall Digital India framework, which has brought such impressive results in the last 8 years of its implementation. In fact, if we see today, India is the world's fastest growing economy for the current year, and it is going to remain the world's fastest growing economy in the next few years as well. One of the key drivers for this very impressive growth in our economy has been the focus on digitalization. And this entire efforts to digitalize our economy, to provide services online, to promote the electronics industry, have all been taken under the Digital India program. If you see the contribution of digital economy, it has grown manyfold in the last several years, and it is set to rise even further in the coming time. In fact, the target is to reach the goal of $1 trillion digital economy by 2026, which by then would be about 20% of the overall GDP of 5 trillion. If you see the current share of the digital economy, it's about 8% of the GDP. So that shows that the share of digital economy is going to go up at least by 2.5 times in terms of the proportion of the overall GDP. And this increase is going to come about due to the overall Digital India framework, which has given such a huge thrust to the entire digital domain in terms of both digitalization and also in terms of supporting the growth of the electronics manufacturing sector. Other sectors also are contributing a lot. The startup story we saw yesterday's events, the focus startup that we have all really been able to support so well. It has given rise to over 100 unicorns in the last 4 to 5 years. And in the coming 4 to 5 years, we hope to reach the target of at least 500 unicorns, which would largely be tech-focused, tech-driven. So that's the contribution that Digital India program is making to the overall growth of the economy and overall gains in efficiency and productivity that we are seeing all around us. I really sincerely hope that this entire program will see greater collaboration, greater participation by all the stakeholders, including all the states, the industry, academia, etc. And we will see even bigger outcomes that would be achieved in the coming years as a result of the thrust that METI and the Government of India has placed on the entire Digital India framework. Thank you very much. I would really like to convey best wishes to all the initiatives that are being launched today by the state of Gujarat. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your warm welcome words and good wishes. I now request Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, Secretary METI, to kindly deliver his special address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, friends. गुजरात सरकार के आईटी मंत्री माननीय श्री जीतू भाई बगानी साहब, मंच पर आसीन सरकार के सचिव श्री विजय नेहरा जी, मैती में मेरे सीनियर कलीग राजेंद्र कुमार जी, सभी देश के विभिन्न भागों से आए आईटी के एक्सपर्ट्स, ई गवर्नेंस के एक्सपर्ट्स, डिजिटल इंडिया में आज के इस इवेंट में अपना अनुभव साझा करने वाले सभी महामहिम लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, it is indeed a matter of great privilege and pleasure for me to be in your midst this morning. I consider it as a privilege that METI is organizing Digital India Week in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. I would like to thank Government of Gujarat. Sir, आपका बहुत सहयोग मिला, आपका बहुत सपोर्ट मिला और गुजरात सरकार के सहयोग से हम लोग इतनी अच्छी इवेंट यहाँ पे कर पाए. So I would like to once again extend all my thanks and the thanks of METI family to Government of Gujarat. Such event goes a long way in deliberating the contemporary implementation issues and providing a platform to learn the best practices from other states, replicate national level digital transformational projects, and to learn from the industry and the startups to bring innovation in public service delivery. Technology has been a great enabler, as we all know, for governance and for service delivery to citizens, businesses, and even to government systems. We have seen it in COVID that how technology has enabled, we have been able to do what many developed nations of the world could not do. And they are still looking at, they still wonder how come a developing country like India could do that. And I'm sure it has been the contribution of each one of you. You have made India proud. You have made India proud. So that is how we have taken it forward. In the last 7 years of Digital India, it has been a journey of digital transformation. We are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav this year. Time has come where the world see India not as a provider of best practices of e-governance only, which have done and continue to do, but it looks to ride on Indian platforms, be it CoWIN, UPI, Aadhaar. We have launched the India Stack, which you have seen, and Developed nations are looking at us. They are going to use those technologies, those platforms to make life of their citizens easy and useful. Now, if we look at the other sectoral platforms which are coming up in healthcare, education, agriculture, criminal justice system, all that is going to make things better for citizens of India. A remarkable and fundamental difference has been brought out by Digital India to the nation and to the globe. Earlier, Indian e-initiatives used to be at departmental level, at a state level, and at national level. But now Digital India has pushed the boundary, and the solutions are designed and developed in such a way that a billion-plus Indian population is benefiting from this. I think this is a great achievement by all means. During Digital India 22, new innovative platforms like My Scheme, which you have seen, Meri Pehchan, Digital India, Bhashini, these new platforms which have been developed, I think those have been launched by Honorable Prime Ministers, and they will also make citizens' life better and easy. India is a happening place for startups, the unicorns, the way it is churning up. Almost every month we are getting 3 unicorns coming up in India, and as you know, more than 100 unicorns are already there in May 22. That shows the strength of India's success story and India's startup systems. The strength of Indian economy lies in large market size, skilled resources, and a large pool of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics students. And these are the advantages. We have good geographical locations, and we have a strong, supportive, stable government with a focus on ease of doing business. Yesterday, we had many fruitful sessions on the startup ecosystem in India, where we discussed India's vibrant startup ecosystem, building technology for India and the world, talent and opportunities, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of India, and catalyzing startup ecosystem, and also issues and opportunities for corporates and startups in this sector. Today, a few new initiatives are being launched by Honorable IT Minister of Gujarat. There will be IT and ITS incentive management portal, which will actually promote ease of doing business and increasing transparency in incentive applications processes. MyGov Gujarat, which is on the form of MyGov India, and this will engage with citizens for policy formulation and seeking the opinion of people on issues of public interest and public welfare. Honorable Minister will also be releasing the implementation guidelines for effective and seamless execution of IT and ITS policy 2022-27. If you have gone through the policy, I think this policy actually gives a basket of incentives, which will, I'm sure you will not miss these opportunities once you look at the guidelines, the kind of incentives the state is providing. I think we should all start queuing up for setting up our shops in Gujarat. Further session panel discussion on today's theme, Digital India and Emerging Technology, have been planned. These sessions include panel discussion on public digital platform and citizen-centric public services, panel discussion on Aadhaar, how it has enabled ease of living, panel discussion on Metaverse and Web 3.0, panel discussion on 5G and the future of Internet in India's decade, and presentation on impactful and scalable projects by the states. Many state secretaries will be presenting some of their best practices. I am sure we can learn a lot from each other, and this platform provides a venue, a platform for cross-fertilization of good ideas which we can adapt and implement in our states. I am sure the event will see quality interaction among policymakers, thinkers, practitioners, and industry veterans, and many useful and pragmatic suggestions will emerge that will be crucial for taking Digital India's journey further. I would like to congratulate METI e-Governance and Emerging Technology team for organizing today's sessions, and I wish the deliberation all success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your highly informative address. We appreciate it. Now it's time to launch the 3 different initiatives. The Gujarat MyGov portal is an effort made by Government of Gujarat towards promoting inclusive governance and active participation from the citizens through a technology-enabled connected system for engaging with citizens. I, with due respect, request Honorable Minister Shri Jitubhai Waghani ji to kindly press the button of the remote and launch the Gujarat MyGov portal. Thank you, sir. Implementation guidelines for ITs. Policy 2022-27 are investor-friendly with leaner but robust system of checks, which will help in enhancing the efficiency of entire incentive application process and in turn reduce the turnaround time for claims disbursement. I humbly request Honorable Minister, sir, to kindly press the button and release the digital guideline. Thank you. The Incentive Management Portal for IT and ITES policy will serve as an end-to-end digital interface which enable the investors to apply for incentives in a completely paperless, contactless and faceless manner and thereby making the complete incentive disbursement procedure simpler, easier and faster. I once again humbly request Honorable Minister, sir, to kindly do the honors of launching ITES Incentive Management Portal.
The clarion call of our Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi, to make India a $5 trillion economy calls for strategic contribution from the nation's IT sector. Gujarat, being a forerunner state, has always taken conducive steps towards building a robust ecosystem for giving a thrust to the IT sector. Gujarat has facilitated dedicated implementation guidelines and launched a comprehensive incentive management portal for the ITES policy. Gujarat is one of the first states to introduce an entirely paperless, contactless, faceless and cashless system of investor facilitation. The Incentive Management Portal will act as the single window for all matters related to the ITES policy, including the application submission, documentation, query management and incentive disbursal. It also offers a wide-ranged skill development curriculum seamlessly integrated with a direct benefit transfer platform for IT talent development. The recently launched Gujarat's ITES policy has introduced first-in-class CapEx-OpEx model for the ITES units. It also gives thrust to the spirit of walk to work by promoting the establishment of state-of-the-art IT townships and IT cities. On the similar lines, to boost demand and to incentivize the IT companies, plug-and-play IT infrastructure will also be promoted. Moving forward, ITES units can also avail dedicated support on monthly rental and claim employment generation incentive. For securing operational needs of the ITES units, interest assistance and electricity duty incentive will be provided. The policy also focuses on strengthening of network infrastructure of Gujarat by dedicated CapEx-OpEx support for civil works of cable landing stations. And bringing all this together will be an investor facilitation desk that shall act as a connected platform to simplify the investor's journey. All in all, the ITES policy 2022-27 is a holistic approach of Government of Gujarat to strengthen, boost and enable robust growth in the IT sector.
Congratulations, citizens, for these 3 launches, and thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for launching the various initiatives. I now, with due respect and pleasure, humbly request Shri Jitubhai Waghani, our Honorable Minister of IT, Government of Gujarat, to deliver his August address. Over to you, sir.
डिजिटल इंडिया के सप्ताह के सेलिब्रेशन की कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सेक्रेटरी अल्केश कुमार शर्मा, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया डॉक्टर राजेंद्र कुमार, सेक्रेटरी आईटी गुजरात विजय नेहरा जी, dignitaries, leaders from the industries, and ladies and gentlemen. The Digital India program was launched on July 1st, 2015 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi, with a vision to transform the country into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. This program aims to provide thrust to 9 pillars of Digital India: broadband, highways, universal access to mobile connectivity, public internet access program, e-governance, reforming government through technology, e-Kranti, electronic delivery of services, information for all, electronic manufacturing, IT for jobs, early harvest program. India's story of digital transformation is the story of digital innovation, implementation, and inclusion. India has pioneered innovative digital projects, implemented transformational projects at large scale, and the benefits of various services and initiatives have percolated to the common man living in the rural hinterland, ensuring digital inclusion. The positive impact of this immense journey is being felt in all aspects in the lives of Indian citizens, which is ensuring digital access, digital delivery of services, and digital inclusion of all based on technology that is sustainable, affordable, and transformative. Gujarat is champion and the first stakeholder in the transformation story, having adopted new technology, advancement quickly and systematically to align with the 9 pillars of the Digital India program. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi, over 100 e-governance initiatives were put in place towards achieving the objective. This has resulted in increased transparency, efficiency, and accountability in the system and has benefited the public at a massive scale. During his tenure in Gujarat, the state government had taken number of significant e-governance initiatives for various state departments like health, home, transport, excise and taxation, police, revenue, food and civil supply, social security, etc., which have resulted in the hassle-free and timely delivery of citizen services in the state. Additionally, Gujarat was the first state to establish the most important pillars of e-governance: Gujarat State Data Center, Gujarat State-wise Area Network, e-Gram centers, and ATVT Jan Seva Kendra. The government of Gujarat has pioneered projects such as TPDS, E-Dhara, Sathi, E-Mamta, E-Gram, Vishwagram to empower the rural population and allowing the government to address the challenges of the common man. We have implemented various initiatives like IFMS, IW, DMS, OJAS, Gunotsav, ATVT, MHI, S for digitization of administrative works, which leads towards effective governance. Swagat, the online grievance redressal program, which was started for the fair and timely resolution of the issues, the common man has tremendously reduced the gap between public and government machinery by establishing an efficient feedback channel. These initiatives are being continuously updated from the back end to back, incorporate the logistic technologies. For example, in 2021, Government of Gujarat launched the Vidya Samiksha Kendra, which utilized advanced data analysis tools for effective implementation of various educational projects as well as real-time monitoring and tracking of educational activities. And now, Gujarat has taken the next step. The great leadership of Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri नरेंद्र भाई मोदी, जब हमारे मुख्यमंत्री थे तब से हमने इनिशिएटिव लिया है। आज हमारे मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय भूपेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में डिजिटल गवर्नेंस के लॉन्चिंग माई गो पोर्टल आज हमने लॉन्च किया है। My government has had significantly success in terms of engaging with citizens. Logos and tagline of the national projects have been crowdsourced through MyGov. Few notable crowdsourced initiatives are logo for Swachh Bharat, logo for National Education Policy, logo for Digital India campaigning, etc. MyGov has time and again solicited inputs of drafts policies from citizens. Few of those are National Education Policy, Data Center Policy, Data Protection Policy, National Ports Policy, IIM Bill, etc. MyGov have also been frequently soliciting ideas for Man Ki Baat, annual budget, Pariksha Pe Charcha, and many more such initiatives. In its efforts to promote inclusive government and encourage active participation from the citizens for improving the public delivery system, the Government of Gujarat, with support from Government of India, has launched the Gujarat MyGov portal, which will become the umbrella under which the Government of Gujarat will integrated and builds a technology enabler connect platform for citizens' engagement. The Gujarat MyGov platform will engage citizens through various methodologies, live online public discussion forums, public opinion polls and surveys, blogs, talks, pledges, and other such on-ground activities by adopting modern technology tools such as customized mobile apps, IVRS, SMS, and outbound dialing technologies. This platform shall also integrate various social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn to increase the reach of its services and ensure easiest to each and every citizens of Gujarat state. While Gujarat is on its journey to perfect the public service delivery system, Gujarat has also come a long way in promoting ease of doing business in the state. In continuation to the path-breaking work that we have been doing in the ITS sector, we are proud to launch the implementation guidelines and the initiative management portal for the ITS policy 2022 to 27. अभी जो हमने नई पॉलिसी डिक्लेयर की है उसकी गाइडलाइन अभी हमने यहाँ घोषित की है। मैं सबको इनवाइट करता हूँ कि ये पॉलिसी पूरे भारत में सबसे अच्छी पॉलिसी है। आईटी क्षेत्र में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए गुजरात एक सबसे बड़ा डेस्टिनेशन बनने जा रहा है। मैं यहाँ से सबको अपील भी करता हूँ कि आइए गुजरात और आईटी पॉलिसी देख के यहाँ भी आप अपना बिजनेस शुरू कर सकते हैं। नाउ विद दिस लॉन्च वी विल become one of the first state to introduce the complete paperless, contactless, faceless and cashless system of the investor facilitation for the ITS sector. The initiative management portal will act as the single window the ITS industries for all matters related to the IT, ITS policy, including the application, submission, documentation, query management and initiative disturbance. हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई जो बोलते हैं कि फेसलेस और पेपरलेस, मैं मानता हूं कि ट्रांसपेरेंस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो उसका एक आयाम रहा है, उसमें बड़ा इनिशिएटिव हमारी ओर से रहेगा. दिस पोर्टल विल रिड्यूस ह्यूमन इंटरफेस एंड ड्रास्टिकली रिड्यूस टर्न अराउंड टाइम by enabling contactless application, data verification, online query management, and an automated incentive distribution system. The portal will integrate technology-based data analytics tools into its architecture to establish the robust system, support system, which will help the government in tracking sectoral investment and employment generation in the real time. Another first for Gujarat is that we have gone beyond facilitating just the industries through this policy and portal. We have also incorporated a wide-ranging skill development curriculum which is seamlessly integrated with a DBT platform to facilitate skill development of Gujarat's youth. As on current date, we have incorporated 47 high-skilled IT courses. After conducting the thorough initial consultation with the industries and academia, in the coming future, we will keep industry increasing this repository to include the wider range of subjects with special focus on emerging technologies. The implementation guidelines have also witnessed a major transformation in terms of simplicity and has introduced leaner but robust system of checks and balances. This in turn will drastically reduce the turnaround time for incentive application processing. I strongly believe that in the next 5 years, the government of Gujarat will ground this system to create a technologically enabling and integrated structure which will seamlessly link the people from grassroots to the highest level of governance, the perfecting public service delivery. मैं सेक्रेटरी का और हमारे अश्विनी जी और चंद्रशेखर जी का और वड़ा प्रधान नरेंद्र भाई जी का आभार प्रकट करता हूं. हमारे सेक्रेटरी ने बताया कि गुजरात ने अच्छा मेरे लिए किया. मैं आपका आभार प्रकट करता हूं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का कि गुजरात आपने पसंद किया. इसके लिए जो डिजिटल इंडिया की सेलिब्रेशन यहाँ आपने रखा, इसलिए मैं आपका और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का गुजरात की ओर से आभार प्रकट करता हूं. तो यहाँ सब स्टेक होल्डर भी बैठे हैं, डेलीगेट्स भी बैठे हैं. उसको भी मैं विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि गुजरात सरकार, हमारा आईटी डिपार्टमेंट आदरणीय भूपेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में अलग अलग इनिशिएटिव, हमारे सेक्रेटरी और सभी हमारी टीम, नेहरा जी और उसकी टीम को भी मैं बधाई देता हूं कि बहुत सारे इनिशिएटिव भूपेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में कम समय में गुजरात ने लिए हैं. और मैं मानता हूं कि आईटी सेक्टर में भी हम जो गाड़ी पटरी से उतर गई थी उसको फिर से चढ़ाने के लिए भरपूर कोशिश कर रहे हैं और उसमें मैं मानता हूं कि सफलता भी पाएंगे. फिर से आप सबका धन्यवाद करता हुआ गुजरात की ओर से गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का धन्यवाद करता हूं. और आप सब ने जिस तरह से ये 3 दिन में अच्छे से पार्टिसिपेंट्स किया है, यहाँ हमारे एग्जीबिशन में भी अलग अलग स्टार्टअपर्स आए हैं, मैं उसका भी धन्यवाद करता हूं. और बार बार आप गुजरात आइए, गुजरात इन्वेस्ट भी करिए. और गुजरात नरेंद्र भाई ने जो बनाया है, अमित भाई ने जो बनाया है, उसका बहुत जगह ऐसी सारी आपको भी पता है, स्टेच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी हो, कच्छ का रण हो, ऐसी अनेक हमारे देखने जैसी दुनिया की सबसे अच्छी यहाँ बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में हासिल की है। कभी भी आप गुजरात आइए, आपका स्वागत है। गुजरात वाले को भी बोलता हूँ कि ये जगह आप देखिए तो पता चलेगा कि कहाँ से कहाँ गुजरात हमारा पहुँचा है। थैंक यू अगेन। और नया लॉन्चिंग हमने किया, इनिशिएटिव लिया है, उसका भी लाभ पूरी पब्लिक, जनता और सब बिजनेसमैन को भी मिलेगा, ऐसा विश्वास व्यक्त करता हुआ धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम, जय जय गरवी गुजरात।
आपके प्रोत्साहनपूर्ण और उत्साहपूर्ण शब्दों के लिए हम आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं। We now wish to recognize our respected dignitaries with their mementos as a mark of gesture. Foremost, I request Dr. Rajendra Kumar, Additional Secretary MeitY, to kindly present memento to Shri Jitubhai Waghani, Honorable Minister Sir. Thank you so much. I now request Shri Sushil Pal, Joint Secretary E-Governance MeitY, to kindly present memento to Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, Secretary MeitY. Thank you. I now request Shri Sushil Palji to kindly present memento to Dr. Rajendra Kumar, Additional Secretary MeitY. Thank you. I now request Shri Shobhendra Bahadur, Director, MeitY, to present memento to Shri Vijay Nehra, Secretary, IT, Gujarat. Thank you. I now with pleasure request Shri Vijay Nehra, Secretary, IT, Government of Gujarat, to extend the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Minister, Department of Science and Technology and Education, Government of Gujarat, respected Shri Jitubhai Waghani ji, respected Secretary MeitY, Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma ji, Additional Secretary MeitY, Dr. Rajendra Kumar ji, all senior dignitaries and delegates present here from across the country, all of the different states, members of the IT industry from Gujarat, office bearers and members of the Gujarat Electronics and Software Industries Association, GESIA, all of the ladies and gentlemen present here. It's a matter of privilege for me to be extending a vote of thanks on this August ceremony. સૌ પ્રથમ માનનીય મંત્રી શ્રી જીતુભાઈ વાઘાણી સાહેબનું હું આભાર વ્યક્ત કરવા માગું છું કે આપે ખૂબ જ ટૂંકા ગાળાની જાણ હોવા છતાં આજના કાર્યક્રમમાં ખૂબ વ્યસ્ત હોવા છતાં આજે આપે હાજરી આપી, અમને માર્ગદર્શન આપ્યું. અને સૌ પ્રથમ અને સૌથી મહત્ત્વપૂર્ણ બાબત કે આજે સર ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીના આટલા બધા લોકો જે હાજર છે એમના તરફથી પણ આ પ્રકારની આઈટી પોલિસી એક જે આવી છે અને એના માટેની જે ગાઈડલાઇન્સ આજે જાહેર થઈ છે અને જે પોર્ટલ બનાવવામાં આવ્યું છે અને એના માટે આપે ખૂબ સતત અમને જે માર્ગદર્શન આપ્યું છે અને જે બોલ્ડ એક લીડરશિપ બતાવી છે એના માટે આપનું હું ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર વ્યક્ત કરવા માગું છું. I also take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to respected Secretary MeitY, Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma sir. Sir, we are thankful for hosting this Digital India Summit in the state of Gujarat. More importantly, sir, we are also thankful to you for the kind of guidance you have provided to the combined teams of Government of India and Government of Gujarat for the entire organizing of this summit. And even while you were so busy in the preparations, you have taken time off. Yesterday, you have spent 3 hours with us, visited the Science City and guided us in the future development of Science City. And sir, we have also benefited from your guidance on several other initiatives in the IT and electronics sector. We thank you once again, sir, from the bottom of our hearts. I would also like to thank Additional Secretary Dr. Rajendra Kumar, sir, for your guidance and for, more importantly, for giving us this opportunity and this platform, being gracious enough to permit us to launch 3 of our initiatives of the state government from this important national platform. Thank you so much, sir. I also take this opportunity to thank Shri Abhishek Singh, sir, who is the CEO of NEGD and who has been spearheading the entire organizing of this summit. Also specifically, sir, we would like to thank from the side of Government of Gujarat for putting up the MyGov Gujarat platform in just 3 days' time. And of course, for bringing an excellent exhibition here for which thousands of our young youth and young students from colleges and schools are benefiting, our citizens are visiting. We thank you so much for that. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all of the senior officers of Government of India who have guided us, interacted with us formally and informally. And of course, the members of the IT industry who are present here in large numbers and who have put their trust in us in trying to rebuild the entire Gujarat IT ecosystem. Lastly, I would also like to thank, so with your kind permission, I would also like to put on record my appreciation for the entire team of DST here who have put up this incentive management platform. Sir, I am happy to share that this entire incentive management platform, it's at par with the best software developed by any of the private industries, and it has been developed totally in-house, sir. And this is the 4th such initiative in the last 4 to 5 months, which our young Managing Director Sachin and his entire team has taken. I wish to compliment all of you from this forum. Thank you once again. Thank you, everybody. Jai Hind, Jai Jai Garvi Gujarat.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm, thankful note. Indeed, a pleasure. I now request all the esteemed dignitaries in the dais to kindly step forward for a group photograph. And hereby, we declare the end of the session, first with the grand launching of 3 wonderful initiatives which will be beneficial to all the citizens who want to grow and excel in this sector. We thank our Honorable Minister, sir, for his august presence over here, and also the esteemed dignitaries on the dais. Thank you very much, sir. We open the floor for the tea break. We will assemble here at 11:15 and start the session at 11:20. So I request everyone to kindly take up the tea and coffee in the break session and request the media person to move towards the food court for the tea and snacks. For all the august guests, the tea and coffee and snacks has been arranged in the aisle section outside. Thank you. अब सभी से नम्र निवेदन है कि हम 11:20 को अगला सेशन शुरू करने जा रहे हैं, तो आप अपने चाय नाश्ता कंप्लीट करके 11:15 तक 11:15 तक यहाँ पधारें. We have the day-long panel discussions and lots of input to be taken over. So I kindly request everyone to be on time. Thank you.